All right, so you don't know me, but my name's Kimball Honore, and I'm on a quest to figure out what the fuck is real. Because on the internet, shit is not as real as I would like it to be, especially with the advancement of these different AI products and technologies. So well, let me just show you some other shit. I recently just updated my what's it called, my Windows laptop, or whatever, and I think I'm on Windows 11. But I updated it and now it changed my background. I don't know if you can see this here. Uh, I usually don't mind, but I think I was hovering over this here in the upper right corner. I was hovering. Okay. And it changed some shit. Let me get out of this because that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, that came up. So this thing right here, and this is kind of dope. So I can change my screen, uh, I guess my screensaver on the fly. So it was this, and then I switched to this, which is pretty dope. And here, that's also pretty dope. I think I like this one the most. But this is the interesting thing about this is I can do this on the fly, which I've never been able to do before. Usually this is way more complicated. And all these pictures, I don't know if you noticed. Let me go to the first one. They're all coming from different sources. So this picture right here is coming from, looks like somebody who named Pedro took it, but it's coming from iStock and Getty Images Plus. This one is coming from Shutterstock, you can see right here, or DC Stock. And this one, I think this is from Getty also. It's just a little cut off. Uh, and then the last one's from Adobe Stock. So it's pretty dope. I don't know. That is one of the new things I've noticed, Bo. I just wanted to point that out. This is a pretty I won't say it's a super new computer, but it's probably like a few years old, not maybe like less than 5 years. So this is actually a pretty good feature. Already, I've probably have lost a lot of people, but who gives a fuck? All right, so let me go back into my quest to see who is real. So I recently got this Chat GPT subscription, so I've been just playing around with all those different things, and it's really easy to make real convincing text that sounds like human, but it's weird. It's like everything it creates like kind of lacks a soul, sort of. So it's like, but you would have to be a human to even be able to see that nuance. It's really interesting. But other things they can explain to you really well, but it's like really dry and bland. And I don't have the really good version of the subscription, the one that's $200. I only have the $20 one, which I think is Chat GPT Plus. So there's a couple of things I want to show you guys, but let me just go back into the theme of this video, which is who's real. So I've been looking at some of my channels that I've created, and uh, this is the one I want to work on. My main channel, according to Kimball. Let's see here. I'm probably going to blur some of this shit out. Uh, but yeah. So currently I have about 147 subscribers. I don't know how many of those people are real. Um, and this is the summary, I guess, from the last 28 days. I've got almost 1,000 views, and mind you, I don't get paid for this. So I have created content, and I'm not being compensated like a lot of YouTubers out there. Really, anyone who creates content for the internet. This is a constant problem we're having to deal with: is how not to get fucked over. So, um, going back to are people real? I went into the community because that's where people leave comments, and I'm looking at these comments, and I'm like, I'm not even sure these comments are real comments from real people or just bots. But I decided to just use this as an experiment to just reply and interact with it and see if that influences my metrics as far as getting more subscribers, followers. I mean, ultimately, I would like to make money from this. Um, Not to say I don't like doing social media for the fun of it, but I mean, if I can make money from it, that would be cool too. So yeah, so for this channel, I really haven't really done much. So let me just look through some of these comments here. Um, okay. So yeah, reply to that one. Uh, let's see. Okay, yeah. In this video, I was talking about New York Undercover and when it jumped the shark, and then they start going. Looks like in this comment, the guy is actually watched the show. I don't recognize some of these characters because I haven't watched that show in God knows how long, but um, interesting. So let's see. And I'm gonna like any comment that seems like it's from a real person. I think that just adds a little humanity to my interaction. So let's see. Oh, yes. What he's referring to, I remember now. Okay. Tommy from Martin. He was a guy who played a captain on New York Undercover. This is really meta shit. So if you're not into black media or old 90s shit, you probably wouldn't even, caught that. But yeah, okay. So now I know what he's talking about. So I'm going to reply. Damn, I forgot Tommy from Martin was on the show, which is a real thing. I did forget. And let's see. And once again, like I don't know if this is even going to do anything because this guy made that comment a month ago. Like I wonder if I had responded more um, succinctly, would that affect my metrics? Because I'm applying like a month later, so I don't know. I mean, I guess we're gonna find out together. Let's see. I'm trying to remember who that other Puerto Rican lady was that killed him season 4. See, I don't even remember what the fuck he's talking about. But he's making me want to go watch that show again. Let's see. It was a dope show. And the show I'm referring to is New York Undercover. Um, for its time, it was pretty good. I don't know if it still holds up now, but back in the day, it was a pretty dope show. Let's see. It was a dope show. All right, let's see here. Mm-hmm. All right. All right, this is some other random. For a while, I was doing videos where I would just watch videos and comment on them, kind of like react videos, and I wasn't really getting a lot. I was getting some traction, but not a lot of traction because those videos are harder to do. So that's kind of what I'm replying to right now. Because I think the algorithm devalues those videos. That's kind of why I stopped doing it. All right, so let's see. Yeah, making sure I like and I don't know what likes do anything, but I'm just gonna interact with it in hopes that it does something. Because I mean, if someone is taking the time out to respond to some shit I put out on the internet, then at least I can do is respond back. You know. All right. Because I think there's a new Scream coming out. So let's see. let's see here. And once again, the video was just me talking about when I thought New York Undercover jumped the shark. Um, and I think it was when they killed off the Puerto Rican dude. I mean that was the Puerto Rican dude and the black guy and their interaction with the captain. That kind of was the show. And then they would have like like a musical guest at the club, whatever, at the end of the episode. Like that was the thing, and it just became a different thing once they killed that guy off. All right, let's see here. Make that a capital T. All right, and then promo SM. I don't know what SM means. Looks like I got some hell comments here too. Check those out. Oh no, none of those. All right, so cool. Let's look at analytics. And let's see. As I said earlier, got about a little under 1,000 views last month. Once again, like a lot of this doesn't mean anything to me because can't make any money, and a lot of this came from shorts. Okay, so yeah, I've noticed that on YouTube also. A lot, they seem to be really trying to promote the shorts in order to compete with the other vertical video apps like TikTok or Instagram Reels and all this other shit. Because I guess because people just have really short attention spans um, for content, essentially. All right, so let's see traffic source. Yeah, this is all coming from YouTube, but at least 1% is coming from the shorts feed. So when you consider the billions and billions of views or videos that are serviced on YouTube, even 1% being devoted to shorts is a kind of a big deal because that means that's like hundreds of millions of videos. If I were just to focus on that particular thing, it looks like YouTube search. Okay, so that's another way people are finding my videos. Let me see. What's interesting about this is the 2% click through rate. That seems to be higher than the 1% I'm used to, or 1.5. Okay, let's see. Let me do the last 90 days. Actually, you know what? We're pretty deep into 2025. Let me see. Okay, so let's see. Okay, this is interesting. So yeah, my click through rate was higher. Okay, but look, 2%. So yeah, shorts is where it's at. Looks like just looking at this, I need to put more energy into shorts. I wonder how this compares to last year. Okay, yeah. See, last year I was going more hard body with this shit, and if you notice, the traffic, like almost 80% was coming from shorts. But once again, I wasn't seeing any value from me doing that shit. That's why I stopped doing it. And when I say value, I mean money. Like, ideally, if you're doing something that you enjoy or don't enjoy, you're doing it for a certain outcome. And at that time, I was doing it for money, and it didn't manifest into much other than just a few subscribers. But see, if you notice right here, like I was hard bodying the shorts, and it did increase my viewership and my subscribers, but once again, that did not translate into money. I care about money. I mean, that's why I kind of took a step back from doing YouTube and started focusing a little bit more on TikTok, and then stopped doing that. And I don't know if this is even like possible to do. So this is what I need to do: all this shit in order to qualify and make money. And essentially, it's this: not just get 500 subscribers. Really, I need I believe it was like, well, not just that. I need to get 500 subscribers. I gotta be uploading a shitload of videos, and I gotta have either 3 million views in public shorts, or $3,000, not $3,000, 3,000 hours of watch time with regular YouTube videos. So yeah, is it possible? I mean, people seem to have been doing it, but is it possible for me? That's the question I'm trying to answer. And I guess we'll find out together.